Good evening, guys, gals, and goats. Alright, first off, we are playing our first dating sim today. I think it's my first dating sim I've ever played. May not be 100% sure, but I cannot recall any other one, with the exception of Doki Doki Literature Club, which really doesn't count as a dating sim. There's similarities for sure, but I don't think it counts as one. But before that, I want to show off a couple new things. This first, new logo. Ooh, Ciabatta boy. We had, I'll pull up the old one too. So we already had one, but Fane did another one for me. And this one, we'll compare the two. I like both, but I think I do like the new one a little better. There we go. Okay. So there's both of them side by side. I think I do like the one on the left better, the newer one. The old one's got the pan flute, but I don't know. Just the wheat grain and the bread loaf just feels good. So that's the first thing to show off. Second thing is, we also have a new thing for some merch. So I've had this. Like, oh my god, that's massive. I did not expect it to be this big. Oh no, I lost it. Shit. Not yet. We're not to that part of the dating sim yet. So right now, I have a mug that says, "The goat with the most." But, the new one, after careful consideration and product testing, in other words, I thought it just sounded better. We have done a redesign, and now it's the goat with the toast. Hello, Katana. So, right now, merch exists. That's the goat with the most. There's a mug. There's okay. There might just be a mug. Cloud has a mug, I know, but later on, I want to update it to the goat with the toast. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to go for. I was like, goat with a piece of bread in its mouth. It makes so much sense. So I want to have that for mugs, and I don't know if there's going to be anything other than mugs with it. I'll think about it. No, it's the goat with the toast. I have the toast. No toast for Katana. So that's the two new things. New logo, new goat with the toast. I love it. Because, yeah, the anime bread mouth. It's just, it just too... Once I thought of it, I was like, it's too good of opportunity to pass up. It's your standard, what, like an 8 to 12 ounce mug? Maybe 10? Like, it's a coffee mug. No, I've got the one, well, so I have a few. I can pull up the other thing I have. Yeah, it's not exceptionally large. No, not add, just properties. So the two we have are the goat with the most, that I won't change. And then the other one was the beast with the yeast. But I think the goat with toast is now my favorite of them. I have one of these. Cloud, I know Cloud has one that's the goat. The beast with the yeast from the east. I mean, Eastern US, sure. I guess from the south would be more accurate. Hello, Demos. We just got some new designs we're showing off. Like the beast with the yeast and the goat with the toast. I gotta work that into my description too now. Alright. Enough about that. We're here. This very special day. Day full of romance. Day full of... I don't know. Commercialism. So it's Tuesday. Well, I mean, I gotta go for my boy. Trapper. Out of any of these. I gotta go for Trapper. Let's go on over. So 4 options from what I've gathered. There's the Wraith. That's not a killer. Huntress, which the Huntress's outfit is now on in the game. Trapper. Spirit, whose outfit is also in the game, and she has amazing hair. And Wraith again. Okay, yeah, that's all of them. Yes, so they added Huntress and Spirit to the shop today. Huntress still has on her overalls, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. But the Spirit is fantastic. I don't have the Spirit as a character, but it made me want to get her. Yeah, the hair was just like... The hair in her... Let's see if I can... I had to pull up DVD. The hair in her in-game, though, is just like, wow. But my intent is to go after my Wood Trapper. Good work, Katana. That is it's a hell of a game for sure. Also, I realized I did not start tits. Let's do that now. The thighs are deadly. And even in DBD, does the Huntress like have some crazy thighs too? Like in her new outfit. Like they're not quite that much, but what's funny though is I know Missy got a clip of a clip of this game got flagged on TikTok because of Huntress's thighs. Yeah. They're like, nope, can't show that on TikTok. Real thighs, okay. Huntress's thighs, no. Yep, I mean that is better. Alright, let's get started. What can you call me? It depends on who's asking. How about you just call me yours? Or Chibata works too, but like, can I just flirt with the game this whole time? I can do that. See, no, see, I can't claim my own divinity. If I claim my own divinity, that weakens it. How's the audio looking? You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'd nearly drowned. Oh, you'd not noticed my earring before? Yeah, let me get a little closer. Yeah, I have the little pan flute earring. So funny story, my original concept, of course, I was like, I want a satyr. They drew me with some pan flutes. And I'm like, I'm not that kind of satyr, I'm a baker. And they're like, well, do you want to keep it in some way? And I'm like, you know, I don't want to have like droopy ears like this. Put it on the end of the ear. That way it can flail around. Wait, what am I not doing on the first date? Is it because I said, do you want me to get closer so you can look at it? Or because I wake up on the beach soaking wet? Oh, okay. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you know is, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, it really went down the wrong pipe, eh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Chibata. May I continue? Please go on. Wait, weren't they supposed to announce a new killer today?
You summoned me. I came.
Welcome in, Raiders. I am Chibata Boy, and I am playing my first dating sim. Let's give Lizzie a shout out there. Oh, I remember that picture. Is anything gonna happen, or is this just a... Ah, thank you for the bread. I don't know if my thing has bugged out or... Oh! There it goes! Oh. Oh, welcome in, Rangers. I am your body boy. I am your beast with the yeast, goat with the most. Actually, as we were just showing off. Bam, bam. Goat with the toast. Yes, goat with the toast. Toast! I know, I gotta get used to it. We're just showing off some new designs and stuff we got. But today, we're playing Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. And I played a lot of Dead by Daylight. Well, not a lot. I've been playing Dead by Daylight for 2 months. And so now I want to date them. Because that's the natural progression from, playing Dead by Daylight, right? Is you want to date the killers. Well, welcome in. Come in and have some bread. Yeah, Lizzie, you play through Steam or do you play on console, Lizzie? Or PC or console? And killer, run from killer, date killer. Steam, okay. DM me your Steam friends code. I'll get you added on Steam because I don't actually have you on Steam, do I? Do I? Am I crazy? You know, Soup, I've been hearing that a lot of people have really been complaining about raids recently. Welcome in. We were just showing off. Yeah. Send me your Steam friend code and we'll get you added on there. But yeah, we're just showing off some new things. Yeah, welcome in. Come get some bread. If you got any bread-related questions, let me know. If not, we're gonna get back to what? Back to dating. Hopefully Trapper. That's what I want. Because Trapper's my main. Okay then, as I was. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ilk. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who's behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers can't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Obviously, it had allergies. Thank you for that gift sub, Soup. What will you do? We're just gonna take a moment. We're gonna compose ourselves. We're definitely not gonna dig up the weird face. We're just gonna take a deep breath. Close your eyes. You close your eyes. This must be a nightmare, right? Okay, that wasn't what I meant, but this is not happening. This is not happening. The mantra centers you, and you're briefly able to find peace. The lapping waves go silent. And for the first time in your entire life, you feel like you're in control. When you open your eyes... You're in the exact same place, except now the disgusting corpse is smiling at you. What did it have in its mouth? Wait, should I have clicked on that? Even the dead have a wondrous time on our island. I promise you will too. Don't worry, you're going to do just fine. We wouldn't want anyone else. That was short. Weird. That voice again. Do oceans normally talk?
Happy Your memory 7 months XD.
Oh. Thank you, Lizzie. Your memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure learning as a child that oceans do not speak directly to people in spooky terms. I don't remember... Oh, thank you for the bread. I don't remember it ever explicitly learning that the ocean doesn't talk to you. It may have been implied, but did anybody else... Did school straight up say oceans don't talk to you? I mean, sounds like an omission to me. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. You can have the head katana. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand next to you. You stare down frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Oh god, can I do this? Can I do a voice for this? A little help, please? No, I don't think I can do that. You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw about hits the ground. Tee-hee! Ooh-woo! I'd say they're all very impressive. Or gorgeous. Why is Bing Bong hot? That was such a great comment. Oh. Just the fact you called him Bing Bong in that sentence. Bing Bong's fine. You want a Bing Bong with him? Bing Bong's fine, as long as he has his Bing Bong actually turned on. If he's a silent Bing Bong, he's a dick. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once. You're completely paralyzed. Okay, Okay, they're all blinking. Are they blinking in sync? No, they're all blinking independently. Okay. Look, I have a voice changer. Could I use the voice changer to do something for this? Because I don't have a range of voices to do. Who would Trapper be? I'd have to set some hotkeys up. Do I have like a beastly one? Not something I considered until just now. Hello, Fane. I'm thinking about using voice mods for
I get to see Trapper. Hello.
Keep in mind, I can't actually hear that, so I don't know what it sounded like. Oh. There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. What do you do? Just kick it back. You swing your foot and awkwardly strike the volleyball, sending it bouncing across the sand towards Huntress. It doesn't make it all the way. Everyone stares at you, silently observing your unsportsmanlike shame. They must be wondering, have you ever seen a volleyball before? That's surely what I'm wondering right now. It's not a soccer ball. The context of this game is you woke up and they're here. And they're hot. Aww. Trapper. What a dork. You feel so awkward you can barely see straight. But through the haze of your embarrassment, you catch Wraith looking at you from the corner of your eye. Huntress jogs the rest of the way to grab the volleyball. They all turn and head back to the court. Alone again. You look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they're looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Shibata. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what's happening next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. The ocean is the entity. That makes so much sense, Bex. I was wondering what the context for that was, and that makes a lot of sense. Like the entity just could be like some elder thing in the ocean. Oh. It's not going well with Trapper, guys. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to go with whatever Trapper says is when he says it. There's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who seems to always have fresh blood on their hands. Like, hey, don't worry about it. It's just a game. Existence, that is. Was that Valley Girl enough for you? Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination of the volleyball court? That was Wraith. That sigh means he's done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill him or not? You know you can't. At least, not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey Shibata, you might want to, you know, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, the group has some questions for you. Be warned, answer quickly and answer well. It's like my secondary exams all over again. The bacon exams. I'm ready. Let me stretch, limber up. Oh. Oh, my neck. Alright, I'm ready. This is a time quiz and will be very important later. Very important. I'm starting to get the idea it's not important at all. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Incredibly. There was not a higher thing on the scale, so we'll say very attractive. That's what you think attractive is compared to this? Ugh. 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 Trapper flexes his muscles, and his muscles are so tight, you can practically see the blood running through his veins. He has blood? You could have any superpower. What would it be? I feel like Trapper would want this, but I do like. I'm kind of liking Bing Bong right now. Trapper's kind of a dick. Invisibility. Invisibility? Same. Although sometimes I think I already am. Like, what was your best subject in school? Math or history? Oh god, I like both math and history. I didn't do homework in either though, so we're gonna go, yeah, probably math. Probably math. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. Oh, Wraith also like that. Okay. What's your favorite animal? What is that? I don't recognize that last thing. Mustelid? They're adorable. Oh, it's weasels, badgers, ferrets, minks, wolverines. Well, now knowing that, I want to go minks. Mustelids, 100%. I know, right, Cloud? Be honest, you have no... No, I just looked it up. Be honest, you have no idea what a mustelid is, and you're just hoping it's some secret answer that will result in a hilarious Easter egg, right? Because there is no Easter egg. It's just another word for ferrets and stuff like that. What's your favorite color? Out of these, I'm gonna go blue. Blue. Exactly. Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people want to be lazy. Like, what's your dream job? I mean, out of those, not working, I do not want to do either of those things. Not working at all? If we got to do what we really want, why work at all? Like, it takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. I did not realize Trapper was going to be a boomer. I have some regrets now. Best flavor of ice cream? Horse flesh? I'm gonna go vanilla. It's just a classic. The vanilla bean is underappreciated. Chocolate can be too much sometimes. Maurice! Oh no, Bex. You're right. I didn't even think about it. Like, vanilla is just classic. My favorite flavor is pain. Same. Like, same here. Mine is vanilla. Swirls with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right, always. That's a lesson you should learn before we go on too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator, you rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? I think we go mint chip. I don't think the entity is just the ocean. I don't think the entity is also the narrator. The best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like anyone else. I like nice people and loathe big, dumb idiots. Like, hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I really do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose just to not take part. Oh god, I lost it there. Geez, it was like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. I mean, her father killed her, I'm pretty sure, in her lore. I just don't know why he did it. Yeah, so, I mean, she could have been downright murdered by society. Yeah. Oh, no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let those bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Like, grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. Like, literally, I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Like, stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's go do something else instead. Like, wow, for once I actually agree with a meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat dock nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. I feel like I need a flexing expression now. Just for Trapper. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. Like, what about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, let's see. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill at right here. I'm tired. Besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? That's the yacht. That's the volleyball game. I think this is Wraith's, right? He said he liked to watch the water and just chill out. Yeah, I think this is Wraith. Trickster does show up. I know that. I'd be down for a dip in the pool. Whoa, the pool? You mean you actually want to go to the pool? Well, I mean, sure, why not? Look at that Chad chin, though. I mean, damn. And those lips. He's got those J-Lo lips. Yeah, I know you can't date the Trickster, unfortunately, in this one. Good ideas. What's wrong with my ideas? The pool is great. Everyone knows it. All around the world. People agree on one thing. It's that pools are great. Look, we've got a whole ocean right here, and they still put in a pool. Because pools are just, you know, great.
Summoned me.
It's a real special treat.
I came.
Welcome in, Raiders. We're taking a break from our normal DVD day to date the DVD characters. It's a natural progression of playing D&D. No, you cannot date them all in one run, Sue. What do we got here? What is this game? I don't recognize this.
Tactics? I don't know.
You noticed it, Lizzie.
Oh, I want to copy. That is... What?
Okay. Yeah, we've got a lot of DVD noises now, and that's one of my favorite ones. There's also down in the sound panel. I've also got a DVD sound roulette. So if you go to the sound things, you can do a random DVD voice line, mostly Resident Evil ones. Welcome in, Raiders. I am Ciabatta Boy. I am your beast with the yeast, your goat with the toast. Welcome in. Have some bread. Today we are dating some killers. Okay, here we go. Bread. If you have any bread-related questions, please let me know. What was your stream, Ashley? I had intended to go into this dating trapper, but he's kind of a boomer. So now I'm kind of into Wraith. Look, we've got a whole ocean. Oh, wait, I did that one. And you thought it was bad when he stayed quiet. What did it say you were playing? Oh, no. I've read that name before, but I've never really thought about it. Oh, God. What does Claudette sound like? D&D. There's a D&D dating sim? Oh, I need to look into that. Gosh, what does Claudette sound like? Like, I know what Dwight sounds like. I don't know what Claudette sounds like. I do like a Southern Belle, maybe? Hold on. For just one moment. This is Dwight.
Performance indeed.
This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. Rules, gold diced, and dating. I'm gonna have to look into that. Somebody put that in the Discord. There are also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. We're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. Oh, I had to hit the button, then there was a musical flourish. None of the others survived. 7 minutes is all I can spare to deal with you. After surviving the interview process, I mean. Hence why they shall be referred to as survivors. Capital S. These two have worked here for quite a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy. They're vibing with the nervous industry. Energy. That's starting to give me the creeps. Death, dice, and dating. You write that down. I'm kind of digging this music. Death, dice, and dating. There we go. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible. That just sounds like Colonel Sanders. I am doing that very poorly. And don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have all that much autonomy around here. Oh, wait, how did... Oh, it's a demo of a game based on a YouTube animated series. Interesting. What is your Dwight gonna sound like, Lizzie? The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you can do is help us get us off this island. Right. Yes, pardon me. Please, follow me. Oh, that would be good, Lizzie, you're right. I like that. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight. Did they start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh, no, 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 no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that. Yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. One of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the same charm this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money, there's a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? I mean, we're going to where we said we were going. Wraith moves ahead to the pool at a pace that could almost be considered jaunty. If a creature so lanky appeared to be entirely made of elbows and ankles could jaunt. What's going on with Wraith's face? Is that a smile? Is that what a smile looks like when he does it? What can I say? Being enveloped by water is comforting. It's quiet, it's ominous, and you know. Wraith takes a look back over each shoulder to make sure no one's beside you is in earshot. The fire can't get me. Super normal stuff here, as usual. Oh great. It's Claudette and Dwight. What do these two want? Alright, so let me do how do I do a like a teenager voice? Hold on. I don't know that I can do like an awkward cracking teenager voice. I'm trying to think about how I would do that. Well, since everyone's at the pool, we'd figured we'd bring some of our most popular pool accessories. Yeah. Tabata, which one of these is of particular interest to you? Ooh. I feel like Wraith is gonna want the inflatable lounger, but I gotta answer with my gut here and go with what really speaks to me. We're going with foam noodles. Foam pool noodles. Who doesn't love combining wetness and blinding pain? All the fun of a whip plus the bonus smell of industrial solvent. Trapper grips a pool noodle in his hands, wringing tightly where its noodle-like neck until a cute little squeak sounds. My favorite. Maybe you're not as dumb as you look. You frolic with each other, trying to give each other welts. How fun for you. Wait a minute. The water near your leg just got warm. Trapper, did you just pee in the pool? Oh wait, no, that's me. Trapper, did you just pee in the pool? It's important to establish dominance when you enter a new place. You're a disgusting monster. Flattery will get you everywhere. You know, it's unhealthy to hold it in. For a walking nightmare, you could almost believe you're starting to relax a bit and forget about how much you can't remember. As if the sun's rays have a calming effect on you, and your body tranquilized by the soft light from overhead, coupled with the cool breeze rolling in from the sea. And you're not alone. I feel recharged by the gentle warmth of the ocean's caress. If it was a little too warm, that might have been my fault. Like, also, this is the pool, not the ocean. Okay, everyone just let him finish. Thanks, Shibata. I know this probably doesn't seem like much, but would anyone want to play a game of Marco Polo? Yes, I love games. I'll go first. Someone blindfold me. Of course, Trapper has a blindfold ready to go. It's as if he had it in his hands before you even spoke. Did he just wink? And did you just bite your lip? Good thing you're getting reined in because it sure seems like you were just about to act up. Minigames consist of 2 parts. A pointer that rotates in a clockwise direction, and a target. So it's the gen game. It's just like join a gen. So that means we're going to fail all of them. How do I get technician? Press the spacebar to stop the pointer when it's over the target. If you have a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Ready to play? No, I've got it. I just hate it. Ready. Away we go. Time to feel around. Oh, God. I should have warmed up with a game of DVD. Go get him, Tiger. Perfect. 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 Not bad. Oh my God. Not bad. Oh. Oh. Okay, it could spin more than once. That was all right. That was not as bad as generators. That was pretty good, Chibata. No, it wasn't. Don't lie. Just ignore him. You've been thrown into a very weird situation, and you held your own. I respect that. That was a good game. I say we celebrate by throwing this waiter whose name I forgot into the pool. All right, vote. Vote. How do I was trying to do a vote. Have some fun. Have fun. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is dump Dwight in the pool. Oh, I needed to hydrate. Hilarious. Bullying truly is the gift that keeps on giving. You grab Dwight's legs and help Trapper give him the heave-ho. You know what? Sorry, I can't pretend to support you on this.
Shit begins.
Only the Trapper is that sadistic. That was a good sound quote for this. I know it's all in good fun or whatever, but not on my Murderer's Island. Yeah, that's right. It's really called Murderer's Island. That doesn't mean we're cool with bullying. You call him thin ice, friend. I'm no expert, even though as an omnipotent narrator I probably should be. But I think that means it's time for the next activity. It seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic baskets scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand ball with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you find on some cable. Thank you for the bread. Dwight and Claudette, usher you to your seat. There's very limited seating around you. Oh great, terrific. It seems like everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. Start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refused to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. There's Trickster. Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expected-ster. I'm sorry. Even I get nervous around crowds or killers. My whole shtick gets a little flustered. Okay, let's see what he's like, though. Because, I mean, you know, Trapper's a boomer. I doubt Trickster's a boomer. Hey there, you're looking good, Shibata. Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You'd probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got it? Okay. Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side. The rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone's seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly, and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. I hope that you enjoy. We really, really hope you do. I think I gave Claudette that vote. Like, hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices. We simply can't... She is the Colonel! Seasoned with a specific nerves of special herbs and spices. We simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Like, which you'd know considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get so judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. And if you need to murder something to eat its meat, that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey, Chivata, are you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? Which reminds me, talking about eating people. Can anyone guess what this segue is before I go into it? On the topic of eating people. Something very related to that happens very soon. I need to look into that. Oh, actually, no, there's not a date on it. Oh, 8 days. Okay. In 8 days, we might eat some people. Okay. The Forest game comes out. The Sons of the Forest. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change. Then I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes, I swear, it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Like, you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you my katana and send you to actual hell if you like. Please stop. Please, I hate it when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azarog. Wait, what was that? Did someone yell something? Was there a sound alert? Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Chibata, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up dinner. It's Felix. Who's Felix? Is there a survivor named Felix? I don't remember that name. Otherwise, this will go on. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. It doesn't matter which one does it. You cry? Do you play as Felix? Who is Felix? What is? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember Felix. Hold on, I'm gonna look him up. Okay, even after seeing him, I don't remember him. Oh, he's the one built to last. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I've never... Lawn German chat. I play as right now, Noir Leon is who I have. That's why that's Leon in the suit. That is what happens to survivors. You're probably right. Doesn't matter which one does it. They will take even longer cleaning their weapons, all while explaining the value and maintaining your tools. So this is a reference to the cooldown after they attack. You would be a Rebecca, Lizzie. That makes sense. Seems like I can never find the Rebecca. I'll go through a whole game. I've hooked everybody twice and before I find the Rebecca. She's been off getting gens done the whole time. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get killed. Could I do more like Snape? Splendid. We'd hate for it to get killed. He hated when it got cold. Here's the machete. Freshly sharpened. Minigame again. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Fang is great. Especially Technician is really good while you're learning. I mean, it's terrible. Because when you miss, it actually gets so much knockback. But it's great when you're learning. Because then you don't die right away. Ready. Away we go. Slice. Perfect. You still use it? So I found once I stopped blowing up gens, most of the time, you know, I'd rather just take an occasional accidental, like, knockback, rather than the huge knockback you get from using it. Nice. Ah. You get lag spikes and heavier. Oh, that's fair. Shit. Flawless. That was possibly the sexiest thing I've ever seen that didn't involve a dismemberment. Maybe we should skip dinner. Settle down. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And remember, Chibata, don't show all your cards just yet. You don't want them to expect anything. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involve lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. Look, they're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight are the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. But at least they're lifting their masks. It's only 99% as disgusting as it could be. They just tried to mash stuff through there. You can't see it, but I just made a back and forth motion in front of my face, like trying to mash something repeatedly through a mask. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? Like, the two best things about being dead are not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Chibata. Number two is no number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might not have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. It doesn't look very dismembered in this, though. You see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. Even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Alright, do we go look at that seagull or this is gross? I think Wraith may be into this is gross. I feel like most of them would be distracted by look at this seagull though. leaning towards gross. And actually saying my feelings rather than distracting from them. Like, open, you know, open back and forth communication is key in a relationship, right? And that's what we're trying to do here. So, everything about this dinner is an abomination. From what is almost certainly human meat, the lack of manners, to the talk of dismembered parts. And those noises. Everything is so vile, I might throw up. Even Spirit is talking about number 2s. I thought she was the classic one. Oh, well, I didn't realize our eating habits grossed you out. Don't be so judgmental. Jeez. If I can feel shame or sadness, I might be experiencing both right now. But what I can feel is rage! And I'm furious you just ruined this meal. I have a whole leg to eat. Even though you're in the hot seat now, you're not nearly as panicked as you probably should be. It's almost certainly the lack of calories catching up to you. You feel your whole body begin to shut itself down. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you. Not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. But there's even more wrong path. Many of them lead to your demise. Others just lead to something far worse. Even worse. Starting scenes forward and having us fast forward back to where, am I right? But this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the only one that truly matters can be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on. I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked. Some of them I did not. In your best interest to make more choices that I like. But the choices might be yours to make. But they're mine to reward. Ooh. You wake up to find Wraith holding your limp body, gingerly pulling cool water into your mouth. Good night, Lizzie. Sweet dreams. I don't think you can date the ocean. But Wraith is holding us, pouring water into our mouth. Oh no! Wraith, I'm going to need... Sorry, no. Oh no! Bing bong. I'm going to need mouth to mouth. Now that you're finally alone, Wraith looks at you eagerly. You said some pretty hurtful things back there, but I'm on to you. You're trying to push us away, aren't you? Afraid of what might happen. We got too close. Did you really mean what you said? Oh. Oh. I mean, he wasn't being gross. So lie to him, we tell him no? No, I was just... I made it up. Oh well, thanks for being honest with me. How do I say this? It's just, honesty is important to me. I've been burned too many times. Oh god! Something about the word burned makes Fred look far away. Far away. Eyes brimming with tears, and yet, at the same time, dead. I understand. Fred looks back at you with his sad eyes, wanting so badly to believe you. He looks at the ground. He's like a puppy. I have something very important to tell you. It's about something very important to me. Not something to tell everyone, but you know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect that from you if I'm not honest in return. Oh, great, I bet he's got crabs. It's about my special bell. His special bell. What? It belonged to my father. He gave it to me before he and my mother, well, before they had to go away. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. It didn't really work, but now now it's all I have of my family with me. Wow, Wraith, thank you for telling me this. Here, hold it. Whoa. Wraith just gave you his bell? Sound the alarms. What are you going to do with this thing? We're going to hold it delicately. We're not going to ring it right in front of him. You caress the bell, running your fingers over its rusty... Is that dried blood? Why are you touching this thing? Thank you for sharing this important part of yourself. You hand the bell back. Wraith is looking wistfully at the ocean. Hello, Soot. There's been some interesting times already. The ocean's beautiful. It's not real. None of this is. Wraith looks at you more intensely than ever. I don't know if you're ready to hear the truth. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you. You quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find out it's Dwight and Claudette spreading their way across the beach, clipboards in hand, while they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. It's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick. No, I was... No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for what comes after the flirting. Oh, Claudette! Really? You had to go there, Claudette? That is my intent with that. Go, 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 go! Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly makes an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities. We only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one? The story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You are telling us that only one person gets to share. How will we decide who? Like, oh great, we have to decide as a group? This never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I merely chop your head off clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I had lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before. Even though it's taken some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true, is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Like, seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald, you try to flex that authority gimmick on me one more time, so help me. I'll snap your head off so quick and I'll drown you in his blood. Cynthia, Bust and Muster back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. Trevor doesn't even know their names. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. Well, we're still gonna get started on story time, so... Tabata, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick someone quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Obviously, I'm gonna pick Wraith, but before I do, I'm going to take a break and grab some more water. I'm gonna go to BRB, run a quick ad to get rid of pre-rolls, and I will be back. All right, and we're back. Okay. The trapper voice is definitely making me need some more hydration. I did not have my water bottle filled. But we're back, and we're dating Wraith now, apparently. So let's go for it. And screenshot this so I can make a Pokemon meme about it later. I choose you, Wraith. Oh. Sorry. Go ahead, go ahead and finish your TikTok. We'll wait. Whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will you? I'm not really one for scary stories. Life is scary enough as it is. Like, you literally carry around a skull and a spine as your little prop. As the other killers laugh, Wraith holds up his skull and gazes into its hollow, dark eye sockets. If you're looking for something Shakespeare in this story, look elsewhere. This is a tale of madness, of staring at the soul of death, and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept to himself, and just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, dripping from the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger, bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he about to accidentally murder the stranger? How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before his shaken employee could tell him about the mistake that he nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. "What did you do?" he asked the boss. "I did your job for you." "What do you mean?" "It's not my job. My job is to crush the cars." The boss let out a miserable scoff. Huh! His face contorted in evil disdain for the pathetic wretch in front of him. "Why do you think we're crushing these cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are?" I don't know," mumbled the young man. "Yes, you do," screamed the boss. "Deep down, you've always known what was happening here. You just didn't want to admit it to yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me money and I take care of their problems. Eliminate their witnesses, tie up their loose ends. Or actually, you do." "No," the young man whimpered as the boss towered above him. "Yes, you're nothing more than an executioner, and you've reaped hundreds of souls." The young man's body shook with soft spasms. He tried to stop crying. So when the boss started laughing that it happened, something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl in the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car in the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, his stupid fat head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss in its sniveling, crying, wet face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in further, piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled. Empty as he heard bones popping and snapping. When the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out, that disgusting sack of a body, he smiled. Wraith stares back into the sockets of the skull. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. Awkward silence fell upon the room until... I think we praised it, right? That was well done. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. My God, that's brilliant. I'm glad you didn't give us any Shakespeare, because that story makes Shakespeare look like a slack-jawed, mouth-breathing idiot. Thank you. I'm just too overcome. As you sit down, the other killers look at each other, unsure if you're joking. Oh, thanks. Ah, no, it was great. Wraith, on the other hand, is absolutely sure you're joking. You may have gone a bit overboard. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up a little bit, so they all have a moment alone before bed. Can we go back a scene? Oh, okay, no. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you can hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts all of 7 seconds, because Trickster shows up, and he's blaring his latest song. Oh, I expected the song to keep going. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me, something special. Those in charge of the island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a little bit confused about what to make about his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Wraith approaches you. Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression, because, I guess that's not really my thing. I just know, if you got to know me, that, I mean, look, the others aren't around. I really hate the fire pit. I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we can go back to the pool? Like, I don't know. Whatever, you know? I dip in the pool with Wraith. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. Interesting they didn't give us a choice. You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Hey, do you remember my story? You mean the one you just told, like a minute ago? Yeah. Yes. I mean, like, what did you think of the young man in the story? Do you think he's weird? He's not weird. I don't think he's weird, but he's bad, and I'm deeply upset with him. He didn't have all the knowledge he needed to begin with, but what's important is what you do with the knowledge once you have it. In the end, he's no better than the monster that he killed. That's not what I meant! I see. That makes sense. The young man remind you of anyone? Yes and no. I think that's what makes it a great story. It's unique and surprising, but relatable and familiar. I think we all know someone like the young man. I think we all have a little of him inside us. Wraith giggles, not in a gross way like you're thinking, but a very silly one. I assume he's imagining a tiny little version of himself dancing around in his own belly, because that's just who he is. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly. Is it cold in this water or is it just me? I feel like my toes are turning into ice cubes. Wraith seizes up and squeezes his eyes shut. Please, I can't be around any cube talk. Not since I heard this story from someone else a long time ago. He's referencing the Xenobite, Pinhead. That's great. The story you just told us 2 minutes ago. Oh, no, that cube. The metal cube. Okay. Exactly, that one that wasn't about me. Usually we'd be nervous we're about to make things awkward when we barge in. But obviously we couldn't hold a candle to whatever's happening here tonight. Either way, it's time for bed. For you, but not us. After you go to sleep, that's when we party. That's when we party. Just wanted you to know that. After spending all you just know those two rage late into the night. But you're not here to party with them. You've got your own repressed relationships to tend to. I mean, it sounds like you may have different third date ideas than I do, Katana. The last third date I went on involved us being blindfolded, locked in a room, and handcuffed to a bed frame. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think Grace's story about the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. What you don't know about your current situation is it something... it was an escape room, Katana. We did an escape room, and we got led into this room, blindfolded, and handcuffed to a bed frame. And we had to escape. What you don't know about your current situation is it something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil? And what if you like it? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that by the firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're gonna make you comfortable or die trying. They hand you a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease? Just bleh. Just try to keep the volume to a minimal. Other guests aren't the type you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. You know, let me look for a second. Why are my breads so tiny? I don't understand. Should I guess what I should do is let me make tits the size of my screen. Alright, tits is now the size of the screen. And then do this. That's the scene. Let's try that. I don't know why they've been so tiny lately. Nope, they're still tiny that way too. Like, see, when I do it manually, they're normal sized. But for some reason, it's raining bread. And even when people do daily bread, they're tiny. Scale with model. Oh, okay, that's it. Scale with model was turned on, maybe. Alright, let's see if that fixed it. It's been bothering me why it's been so small. There we go. That's more like what I was wanting. Okay. I want the bread to be satisfying. You know, I want you guys to have all the big breads, not little tiny breads. Oh, another minigame. Okay. We got this. We got this. Wait. There's no chance of winning. Okay. Oh, we're good. And away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide you might adjust the dial and fix it. What? 102 FM. The Groove. Okay, whose chase music is this? That's what this is. This is one of the chase musics. Oh well. No matter how many things you listen to, you can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side? Well, of course, it's our boy. Wraith, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. I can't really sleep. Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay, don't laugh, promise? I promise. I guess my secret to falling asleep is listening to the sound of bells or chimes. Bing bong! Think of it as white noise to drown out anything you might be hearing. What's keeping you up? Like what, Wraith? Like those distant screams we all hear coming from beyond the mountain? That's a bit morbid. I guess you could hold on to this chess piece of mine. It's a knight. They're brave like I wish I was, and the horsey is cute. I'll add the Wraith bell sound to the DBD sound roulette. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. Maybe you just want to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark sound from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. This one is undeniably odd. Look, I'm not saying my feelings are hurt because you chose to swim in some pathetic little teacup when you could have swam in the vastness of an entire me, I guess. Just saying, you've made a foolish decision, and I won't forget it.
What a waste of good suffering.
My feelings aren't hurt. I just lost some respect for you, that's all. You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Huntress is rifling through your pockets. Oh, you're awake. I wasn't stealing from you. Merely trying to know you better from seeing what kind of trinkets you keep close. I saw you with the Wraith right before bedtime. Look, I'm not saying I don't trust them, but yes, I am saying that. I don't trust anyone I don't already have tied up. So I was making sure they didn't do anything fishy. I was making sure you're not a soldier. Soldiers killed my father, you know? And while I've got you, you should really consider spending more time with me. I'm not scary. You're not? Not at all. I'm just a lost girl on a big island. I've been watching you since you got here, you know. Not in a creepy way. Huntress pauses for a long moment. Alright, in a charmingly creepy way. I've seen how fun-loving you can be. You spent some time with me tomorrow. Maybe I'll take you to this special place I've found. It's all mine. None of the other killers have been able to find me there. It's quiet and isolated. Maybe I'll even show you how to make beef stroganoff. It all sounds very enticing. I'll let you get back to bed. It's been a long day. Huntress places a gigantic head on your forehead. Your eyes flutter closed. Finally alone, for real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Yes, but only one at a time. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, jeez. It is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. Can you blame me for not getting along well with the others? I mean, I haven't had a real conversation with anyone since I was a child. I take the fact I haven't slaughtered the newcomer for their meat yet as a win. They look pretty tasty though, so who knows what'll happen tomorrow. Hey Dwight, do we have any Tarragon on the island? If I'm being honest, I just want to kill about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few person I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living for now. One false step and, you know, everybody calls me Trapper for a reason. And they better call me Trapper. I swear, if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm gonna kill the Cryon guy. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to really get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who can love me if I can't love myself? You know, I think I learned a lot about myself today. I always thought I was doomed to be alone for eternity. Only my creeping desire for revenge to keep me company. Oh, sorry. You know, now I know it. Oh, spirit. You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. You feel great. Totally well rested. You're not suspicious of the fact you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? Talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Okay, I'm sold. If Trickster's bringing me coffee, I am sold. Good morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start off this incredible day off, right? Okay, not if it's poisoned. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious about his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. Only regret is I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. As if you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the... Never mind, he left. But at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get the name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. Type of place you'd give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up to review with. Not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. That's right. Comment below right now. No, just trust me. I'm looking out for you. Smash that follow button. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How could a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament. The floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even though this prison is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even in a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the kind of thing you're into. You know, the ocean's right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You really judge it on the artist's intent. And whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there's small bugs or inconsistencies. That's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated.
The universe is filled with mysteries. Wonder if this is a comment on how often there's bugs in DBT. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. You should try to sell me on this place actually being good. You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here like 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh sure, they make some great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Shibata. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? It's been entertaining. Yes, I'm not suspicious that there is no option. What an encouraging response. And we're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey, Claudette. Maybe Chibata isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here. 0 chance. They're still clicking, even right now, to see how you'll respond. Hey, look at that. Yeah, they don't know anything. It doesn't matter though, Chibata. We're so happy to hear you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Chibata. You hear that? We're all having fun. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We've had to sign away our rights to say anything negative like this space. Hey, Skittles. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Thank you for those videos, Skittles. Do we sign? No, we don't sign your shit. We don't do anything you ask us to do, right? No. That is... What? No. No, we'll not say anything negative about the island. You have my word. Hello, Mommy Dummy. You have my word that I, Chibata, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. That is not what I meant by no. If you want Mommy Dummies, just wait a second till we see Huntress again. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes. Hey, Chibata, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in the positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games, resorts like this. Anyway, see, Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance. But the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancake and bacon and... So much for maintaining those beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. Get the bacon, get the pancakes. That's all. I'm into that. Let's go. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. I actually made some bacon jam just last night. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. Looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday. So congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today is 50-50 at best. Good luck? Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. This island is treacherous. I don't know what the newcomer thinks they're doing here, but it certainly isn't helping any of us. Whoa. Huntress pretends to be all independent, but she seems kind of miffed. You and her aren't getting along? Well, that must surely be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast to... Just like that, here comes Spirit. Like, if I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday to my best and not constantly annoyed self, I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Seen Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. Here he is. Take us home, Wraith. There may be something off about this island, but it's doing wonders for you. I mean, I just mean you look well rested. Like, you got some good sleep. And, oh, good lord, never mind. They're now all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything. I'll see all you soon. What a power play. Keep them wanting more. You're getting good at this game. Sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame you don't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. No, let's go back. Let's get the breakfast. There was bacon. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That's okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of those 4 fine killers. But it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate you've lost your mind, seeing as I'm not real enough. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the bullshed. No, no, no. Stick it in there. Stick it in there. A little more. A little more. Oh yeah, that's it. Yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. But this is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea there was even... whatever they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by. I can hear everything. Wow. Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Aw, come on. A little privacy, please. Dwight is panting, and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was there, and I could hear, well, you know. No, what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like fun. I think 2 people trying to find new ways to kill each other in the desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun. Oops. We get like 5 minutes to ourselves each day. We spend it hoping that if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that finding the exact places we need to bleed out from, believe that place is our appendix. Where else would it be? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think me and him, Dwight? Ha 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 ha. You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes are up anyway. Good luck, Ciabatta. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up. I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub. Clear your head. Yesterday was in short a lot, so today has been exhausting too. That you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking it up in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? Aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan, so shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. No tree at all, it's... Hey babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just kept getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group. I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at the private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island. All the Hollywood celebs hang out. Play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Get you around. His abs are pretty amazing. You gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not the best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. Not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy's gone, we've got some ground rules established. We're definitely gonna have to abide by. Time to lay back, take some nice deep breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Wraith. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. Hi, sorry this is too forward, but, you want to get out of here? I know a place kind of, well, it's hard to explain. Actually, it's kind of weird. You know what? If you want to go somewhere else with someone else, I totally understand. But if you want to see something weird and interesting, let me know, I guess. You've been around Wraith long enough to know this little rambling speech was actually him being incredibly brave and asking you out. But before you can decide if you want to go off with Wraith, Trapper interjects. I demand that you reconsider. Actually, I strongly recommend you do. Wraith is half the man I am. If anything, I could deadlift 4 of him right together. He can't even say a sentence without getting flustered. He's off-putting, disquieting, unnerving, bothersome. Plus, he doesn't even own a thesaurus. I have 7, all leather bound. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly. Because you can only get on 1 date today, and you don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. Yes, just all every time the Trapper talks, just okay, boomer. Always good to remember these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horribly wrenching, writhing death after drinking it, because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island's really got me tilted. What will it be? Easy choice. Gotta go with Wraith. Wraith? Yeah? I picked you. Sorry. I stopped paying attention. And then I thought I was hallucinating, and now... Really? Yes, really. Cool. He's such a puppy. Here's my island hangout. This is what I call the cosmic dump. I know. It's one of those first draft, gonna change it later names that just kind of sticks. Dump is being kind. It's a massive collection of seemingly ancient ruins that simultaneously appear to be recently abandoned. And a little beat up. There's stone obelisks, strange carving, ritual tables. Is that a car? It's pretty weird, like a collection of things from different, I don't know, places. You're right, Katana. That's pretty accurate. You look around in awe, and then look at it, Wraith, expecting more of an explanation. There's a very long, very awkward pause. You dig your toe in the dirt, trying to be cute. Wraith is too busy averting his eyes and dying inside to notice. Shit. What? Seems like an eternity. He finally manages an entire sentence. So, do you mean, what brings you to the island? I'm gonna say you. You smile cheekily as you practically confer. You. He covers his face and excuses himself. You can hear him overhear him doing some breathing exercises, giving himself a pep talk in the woods nearby. He comes back blushing. Sorry, I had to go check on pee. I had to go pee. He looks at you with his sad puppy dog eyes, searching for something to say, anything to talk about. He clears his throat. You remember my bell? I showed it to you yesterday. Of course. He pulls it out. The bell, you perv. Well, I just think it's really nice you picked me to hang out with, and He gives me the bell? He gives you the bell. Get your mind out of the gutter, G's. Want you to have it. Please take care of it. You know how much it means to me. I promise. I'll take such good care of it. This is the sweetest gift. He smiles, but even when smiling, his eyes seem sad. You smile back, knowing what a gift he's just given you. I mean, it's kind of shitty because you can't really do anything with it, but it means a lot. Not to you, though. To someone else. Still, cool gift. You both search for something to say, anything to talk about. During the awkward silence, you look around the dump, spotting some kind of ritual table, stained with blood and littered with various bottles. Nearby is what looks to be some dangerous potions. What is this ancient cult dug up? Looking to shake up this date? Is this a date? Yikes. After looking to shake it up, you approach the potions and pick up the fanciest one. What will we do next? Let's drink the potion. Freedom lies in being bold. You take the biggest bottle of the nastiest looking potion and gulp it down. Turns out that was not a great idea. Or was it the best idea? That's right, it's me again. While I've got your attention, let me remind you, you've got a mission, a purpose, a destiny. Maintain control. If you lose it, take it back. Okay, now back to business. Oh, you're alive. Welcome back. Wraith is tenderly caring for you, wiping your brow with a wet cloth. He's undressed you. Now, don't get carried away. He had his eyes closed the whole time I was watching. And made a bed for you. Thank you for taking care of me. Sorry I did that. I don't know what came over me. I'm just happy you're okay. I just want to take care of people I care for. You smile at him. Deep down you can tell he's also happy he had a chance to be there for someone in their time of need. He nervously smiles. He's endearingly awkward. I guess, tell me about your family. Remember my grandmother. Not much. She had this certain smell that always made me feel safe. It's possible for inky blackness to sparkle. It happens in Wraith's eyes. I remember my grandmother too, how she kept me safe. The wrinkles in her hands as she held on to me for dear life. How she soothed me during... Rat's eyes water as he trails off. Grandmothers are the best of us. I'm glad we share this bond. From the phrase going about talking to grandmothers to the sexual tension in the air is palpable. Or maybe it's just regular tension. Hard to tell with this guy. You look around for anything to distract you. What's this table for? The ritual table, beaten up with a giant hole in it. You look back at Wraith. Smile. Smile at him. Know any rituals we can do on this table? You wink. Nice touch. Wraith blushes and stammers and looks away, smiling. Nice. Yes, narrators can narrate using emojis. Wraith looks intently at the table. What's he thinking about? Probably something deep and philosophical. Tense, sad, something about inherent nothingness. Jesus Christ, Wraith. Want to play cornhole? Or that. The hole in the table makes a great target. Here we can use these skulls I found laying around. I don't know if you don't know what cornhole is. It's basically skee ball, but you do it with like little bags of corn. Well, this is definitely a more fun date activity. Easy, just stand back and toss them into the hole. Don't worry if you miss. There's lots of more skulls laying around. Take that, little skull. Ready. Right in the hole. Perfect. 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 Not bad. Not bad. Yep, that's right. Don't worry, nobody wins everything all the time. Winning any time is actually pretty cool. Played this hundreds of times and never gotten them all. I'm just glad to have someone else to play with. Feel like you're finally warming up to Wraith, so you unleash the big guns. Do you want to play Truth or Dare? Wraith looks mortified, but tries to keep it together. Maybe this is progress. I guess so, but only if I can ask first. Deal. Truth or dare? Dare. I'll take a dare. Why not? I dare you to tell me if you were a plant, what kind of plant you would be. That's basically... That's not a dare. That's clearly just the lame question you're going to ask if you chose the truth. No, it wasn't, but I can try to come up with a dare. He is sure mastered the art of looking uncomfortable. Okay, next time you see Trapper spank his butt, you cackle. Deal. Okay, dare. Show me something. Show me something you've never shown anyone else. You're about to see something other people have seen. Wraith looking incredibly uncomfortable. I'm sorry, that's a bad dare. Too vague. Just truth or dare makes you feel I'm just... Thank you for being patient with me. You need to try to be more open with people, starting now. Clears his throat. In that way, a lazy writer would make him do if they wanted to signify something important and different was coming up. Let's see if we're right. You have my bell? I want to show you something. You were right. Take a drink. Is it's not a drinking game? Damn, missed opportunity. Alright, we're going to play this again, but you have to take a drink every time Wraith is awkward. Of course I have it. You reach for it. But it's gone. He furrows his brow. I swear I had it. I don't know what could have happened. We'll need to find it for Claudette and Dwight burst in and interrupt. Seem they've had a very dramatic announcement. We have a very dramatic announcement. See, I told you so. But first, it needs to take place at the beach. We were still looking for the bell. You arrive at the beach, but something feels off. You can't quite put your finger on it. It feels uneasy and cold. And here's why. Spirit appears as if from nowhere. Hey, Chivata, bet you didn't expect this total hot piece of sass. What? God girlfriends can't make silly, sexy puns from time to time? Dwight and Claudette scram. Yes, I use those two simpletons to dupe you. You're easy to dupe. Maybe because deep down you want to be duped. There's no way Wrath can be keeping you happy. Spirit's usually disaffected nature has given way to a combination of disgusted and desperation. And it's kind of working. Wraith's a fake. He's not even a real ghost. He only pretends he doesn't want people to care about him. But really, that's all he wants. And he wants it more than anything. Can you even imagine wanting something? So cringe. I bet he won't even tell you his theory about the island. What a fake. You deserve to be with someone real. A real ghost. Someone who really doesn't give a shit. Someone who really doesn't even care if you say yes or no to me. You see through her desperate last-minute attempt to win your affection, almost sad. Turn around and walk back to Wraith without so much as saying a word. Cha! You came back. No one ever comes back. Wraith is shook. Are those tears welling up in his eyes? You can't tell because he looks away. There's a sniffle. He looks back at you beaming. I want to show you something. You follow Wraith to a corner of the ruins you haven't seen. It brushes aside some dead leaves and branches, revealing a hatch in the ground. Oh, the hatch! We can get out! Want to do the honors? Open the hatch with some effort, and lower yourself into a long tunnel, grabbing onto a rusty ladder, beginning your descent. Be careful. He took us to the hatch. Oh, this is not... Okay. You descend into a spooky, dimly lit room. It looks like an ancient ritual chamber, with torches, tapestries, engraved skulls and animal remains. On one end is an intricately carved lock and cuff mechanism on the wall. A torture chamber? On the other is a side with potions, books, and maps. You unfurl one of the larger rolled up pieces of canvas, revealing a detailed map of the island. It's all here. Trapper's Cave, Spirit's Lighthouse, Huntress's Cabin, all the common areas, even IP Island in the corner with little hearts drawn around it. I figured out the layout of the entire island. I need to know what it is I'm trying to escape from. You pick up one of the large leather-bound books, and Wraith walks over, opening to a specific page. You see incantations, symbols, drawing of someone chained to the wall. Different language you can't read except for the words Cult of the Black Veil. Conveniently, these words in the exact language you can read. Everything I've found, I think these are the ruins of an ancient cult. They seem to be devoted to some kind of sentient evil. I think they used this island, or maybe the person they worship did. I think they used the ritual site to travel to and from the island. I think they sacrificed people on the torture wall, or to open some kind of portal out of here. You walk over to the wall and examine the chains and locks. Looks like some kind of torture wall. Wow. Whatever happened to people here? Did they keep prisoners? Looks like they were tortured, but from what I've been able to dig up, it was something more ritualistic. They were in a larger purpose. I have the reason to believe those prisoners weren't alive for long. You think the Cult of the Black Veil is still around? Are we in danger? I don't know. Maybe, but I have a plan. All I need is... And right as you're finally about to get some of that sweet, sweet information you've been lusting after, Claudette and Dwight pop in again. This time they swear it's a good reason. I promise we're not being manipulated this time. Honest. It's time for dinner, you silly gooses. Come get some food. Dwight, for the last time, the plural of goose is geese. Sorry, I keep forgetting. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. That's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending all afternoon courting a psycho killer. No. You're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. And, appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag. We crammed them all on the screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here. They're all just as sexy as demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm just as surprised at you that these four aren't falling for you. No, not because of your personality, because you just met them yesterday. However, since Huntress seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up. A pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murder Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do. And heaven knows they won't do any better than that. Since it seems like I'm going to be alone forever, I've been focusing on myself. I have hobbies of my own, you know. Besides stealing, kidnapping, and killing, cooking is my passion. Tonight we'll be feasting on a succulent squirrel appetizer, where roasted elk is the main, served with a side of mushrooms. Those mushrooms are probably poisonous. An elk, huh? More revenge for the elk that killed her mother. If I had a nickel for every revenge-obsessed killer on this island, I'd have some number of nickels, certainly more than a few. I personally hunted, killed, skinned, and prepared our meal. I even picked the mushrooms myself. Oh, they're definitely poisonous. And cheesecake for dessert. What, not Russian enough? I'm not so one-dimensional, you know. Dinner. Be sure shortly. The certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. How will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little? The fact that you're standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. First off, I just want to say, true to your word, you leap up and run over to Trapper and smack his ass hard. You walk back to your seat, smiling at Rat. He stifles a giggle. I don't know what just happened, but I did not like it. Yeah, anyway, I spent some time with Rat today. It was a blast. We had a great time and played cornhole. I won't tell you who won, but we both did in a way. Everyone rolls their eyes. Like, talk about sexy. No, really. If you're going to tell us a story, talk about something sexy instead of whatever that was. Great smiles. You're strangely good at getting him to do that. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one's trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. I don't understand what's happening there. Bon appetit. Don't you mean bone? Bun? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it. Even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual activity and the deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clear up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbles off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Well, thank them. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you'd be so kind to follow us to the fire pit, we'll greatly appreciate it. I'm told something big is going to happen. Something that will change everything. You can go willingly, or you can come unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Do you really have a choice? Did you have a choice on how you sold that dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Like, good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit. Only to get away from Wright's complaining. You take a seat on the comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin. You wait for the other killers to take their places, wondering who would want to tell a story this time. Will the narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think. Are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in. Something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here. So nothing is probably not a good sign. Oh, cool. And now everyone's looking at you. You know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story? Or maybe we can play charades? Boggle? Actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? He points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. Duck out of the way. Who knows what that thing could do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Like, don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here. It doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Ray. Shibata was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Sure, I'll tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay. What kind of story do you want to tell? Romance. About two lovers who take poison together and die, foaming at the mouth. Two strong hunters who meet and try to bludgeon their way to the same wildly Wolverine. Not quite. It's about my own parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. Wow, that's quick. Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them, you know? If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered across to the bars, loudly playing his own music from headphones to drown you out. Okay, this was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it's actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We just can't end there. Who else would you like to hear a story from? I mean, I'm just gonna pick Wraith again. Tell you about Mami Wata, a beautiful African sea goddess who would lure in men from sex and reveal her true form as a half-woman, half-fish, making them swear to be true to her and no one else. Long story short, it ended badly for the men. Which is the end of the story, I guess. My bad. Let's see. There's the one about the mysterious cult that would demand a human sacrifice to, No, that's no good. You don't want to hear that one. There's the living tree. Its branches are more like tentacles. Of course, we'd find some tentacles in this game. It oozed a strange liquid from its bark. One time, a girl I knew drank the liquid. She disappeared that night. But a week later, a new tree familiar appeared. A very familiar face looking etched in the bark. No, that's a bad story. That could never happen. What about something truly horrifying? One time, I was doing my maths, and I missed up the quadratic equation and the Pythagorean theorem. How would you mix those up, Wraith? How? Just for a second, in my mind. I guess I was tired, but wow. Oh, okay, maybe just for a second. That was really scary. I want to hear more about this half-fish lady, particularly the fish part. It's not just you, Chibata. Half the time, I have no idea what Trapper's on about. When you're hot and rich and extremely scary, you start to think people would just accept whatever you say. So, Trapper's in the Mal is what we're finding out. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you actually think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm more of a fan of episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Chibata, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that one. We actually don't care. We're just here to make sure we seamlessly move on to the next segment for the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic twilight moment. Dwight, I'm going to need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on the screen. Okay. You have fun tonight and try not to wink, wind up dead. Why do you say the words wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? What is physically incapable of winking? Not since the accident. And you do know these people are despicable criminals with double kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear someone trash talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while roast the ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns, things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far as this place as we could? On those spindly legs, you'd probably go tired before you got too far. If it's running away to somewhere more secluded Shabbat is after, they should obviously join me. Birds. Have you seen those legs? Pure powder. Wait, were the birds normal size? Or the birds tiny? Okay, they were normal size. Not that my walk speed reflects my giant stature. That's because I choose to move more slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and completely logical. Like, why is someone obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over it. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or is it just me? Oh, that's Trapper. Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his intention, along with the attention of everyone, is still on you for the moment. I don't know, if you could like just pick one of us, we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have going. You've heard him, who would be. I'm not saying you may not get a chance to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to an end. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but with the streaming reality dating TV show Boomhaven, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. Stick on my boy. I knew you'd pick me. You'd never pick me. Who am I kidding? But I did pick you. He immediately turns and run away. It's not like he didn't tell you what you were getting into. Well, follow him. Chase him down. You catch up to Wraith, and as usual, he appears a little anxious. You seem a little off. What's wrong? He stops and tries not to look at you. After a moment, he relaxes. You can tell, huh? You must be getting to know me pretty well. There's that big sigh again. Sorry, sometimes I get too in my head. You nod understandingly. Maybe there's some way we can get you out of there. We're on a beach. Maybe we should get down and dirty in the sand. Build a sandcastle. Be ashamed to let it all go to waste. Just make sure there's no confusion about your intentions, you wink. That will work. There's no way Wraith will misinterpret this. That's a great idea. We can both keep clean if I go grab Dwight and get him dirty instead. Are we gonna bury Dwight in the sand? Yes, the narrator's so smug about being right there now talking in the third person. I get it, you're right. Thank you. Returns with an exhausted looking Dwight and some shovels. You realize you'll now be burying Dwight in the sand and making a sand sculpture around his head. Look, I know this isn't what you had in mind, but still seems kind of fun. What sand sculpture do you want to build? Mermaid. It's like Mami Wata. You dig a hole the size of a person. This truly is a Dead by Daylight experience, isn't it? Once it's big enough, an unenthused Dwight gets in and you pile sand on him up to his neck. Put the finishing touches on Mer Dwight. He takes out a Polaroid camera and takes a picture of the three of you. He's all smiles. Dwight looks miserable. Oh, that really relaxed me. Thank you. Oh, wow. It's late. Time really flies when you're on a date with the coolest person on the island. Oh, this is a date? He smiles and rolls his eyes. Come on, let's get back to the group. Start to leave, you hear Dwight whimper. So high tide is gonna come in. I'm gonna drown. We'll help him out. Rest is up to you. I gotta run. Thank you, Chibata. You jog to catch up to your date. He turns to you, smiling sheepishly. This day went by so fast, but I guess it's over. I don't understand why you smart, strange, beautiful weirdo. What? The gang's all together at the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get slutty. Hello, kiddo. Because it was. Boy, feels like it's been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that, you can get some beauty rest. We are wooing, Wraith because I wanted to woo Trapper, and Trapper was a dick. So we went with Wraith, who is a German Shepherd boy. I get confused with the phrase Wraith and Wrath, and I have to think about it. Good thing you really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 kinds of people. Anyway, anyone's gathered on the volleyball court with a new kind of game. It's your dream date. See who Chibata chooses. The Trapper's piece, the windscreen, like the good ending for Trapper, that one. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? The disco ball. Oh, no. I haven't seen that. Not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date. And they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order. Which is a weird thing to mention. Almost like the order does matter. Spirit, why don't you go first? Get this over with and you can go back to reading your book. Stop talking. Hit us, Spirit. Like, figuratively. Damn it, Dwight. You gotta watch your words with these people. Like, tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it. If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw a crayon out with Trapper, or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Don't you even want to specify what god you'll be spitting in the face of? Like, all of them. Okay, so hydrate tonight if you tend to hang out with Spirit. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable? Not only what's in a polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience. Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why, yes, I'd love to. So, Chibata, you thinking of picking me? This is your final warning. Pick me and you'll be punished and rewarded. Mara will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that makes fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if not, you're a maggot. Everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No, really, survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychotic break. Without giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody, and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of our killers. Oh, it's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? You dare even try? You mean, that's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising. Because it's a classic reversal of fate. And it would hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you should see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. Floats. And here she can disappear. Hard to track. Get rid of Wraith, he might cry. Though totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable. It just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress? She might be okay with it. She might pretend to be okay with it. Then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? Bye, Huntress. You get rid of anyone, mostly because you all scared me so much. Also because it doesn't seem fair, but life's not fair, is it? With her strong arm, she could probably hurl me back on the mainland. Face that no one has ever seen, a tragic backstory she loves to bring up whenever there's a break in the conversation. Huntress, I'm describing you. This hurts, but I have to eliminate you. Phew. Honestly, this is a bit of relief for me. I don't have to constantly try to impress you. It's been exhausting. Tonight, this fancy attire's coming off and the sweatpants are coming on. Tomorrow, I think I'll stand in the ocean and catch salmon with my bare hands. Yes, I said bare hands. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. My logic behind that is Huntress kills me the most of all of those killers, I feel like. Terrible at dodging those hatchets. And don't worry about the broken heart you left behind. Because of course they'll really receiving a consolation prize. May not get to go home with Shibata when it's all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our limited player home with... I want the Trickster body pillow! Their own mostly new Trickster body pillow! The next best thing to the real Trickster might not hug you back, but definitely won't try to stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's white tested. Claudette approved. Hope you sleep well tonight. Shibata, you're my hero for what you've accomplished. Wait, what happened to my body pillow? Do I still have that? Hold on. I had some body pillows. Did I just name them pillows? There's the tentacles. Blankets. Bunny ears. Apparently I never reloaded my body pillows. Like, I have a body pillow I can pull up of myself. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legitimate homicidal maniac that hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette comes back and puts you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. Elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. Huntress's eyes are filled with anguish. The bunny ears on her mask have drooped. As I feared, I'm a wild animal, an unlovable beast of the forest. I shall diminish and go into the east and remain the huntress. I thought Spirit was the emo one. I don't remember the last time I felt this nervous, excited. Chemically, those two feelings are very similar, but I don't know. Ciabatta is really great. What else do you want me to say? How would I say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. Ciabatta's goal was impress me. Things are going poorly. If his goal is to get themselves killed, then they're doing an amazing job. Like, did I think there was any chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if it got eliminated? No, not even a little. The volume of words I speak with, talking about how much I don't care about things, signal a deeper yearning to be within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. I'll probably go back through the game later and check it out. What? You're not a part of this? You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I have my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes, not gonna lie. Kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. Definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing the sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a social media, NFT, crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta check out IP Island. It's dope. Where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama, lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them, don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them like Ghost. Don't you say it? Look, we get it, you're very popular and in demand. We have a game to get back to and I don't want to get sued. I assume the DVD license only covers them for DVD and not spin-offs, so. Ghostface. Come on! Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Ciabatta. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes, seriously. They do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's a thing that you're getting while wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Oh, okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in the game. It's okay. We don't have anything to confess. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. I think the ocean just peed on it. How is that? You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourself. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in 2nd grade. You cheated on the algebra test once. Watching Huntress get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that in my life I've even felt a molecule of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, the sun, those sweet sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend. But for an eternity, the unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls, like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from this existence. Make it so that I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you back to bed, bud. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Oh well, what are you going to do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone's bound to say something crazy. Anyway, it seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so let's hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow is going to be a doozy. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. You're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay. It's sort of okay with. What's that? You don't know about killer crabs? Oh right, you didn't go on the hunter's date. You really missed out. It was thrilling. I guess it would have been. You'd have to play the entire game again to get that reference, I suppose. You pull on the beach and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. What's that look on their face? Is it excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It's happened before here, but it's probably the love thing. Claudette gestures over the beach where the killers are standing flanked by tiki torches. The scene, very reminiscent about the TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to show up here? We paid him good money to make some half-ass cameos in the show. I'm going to chew his ass out before they walk you over the big moment. A little birdie told us someone in particular has an extra strong crush on you. And another little birdie reminded us you've been kind of a dick since you got here. And we reserve the right to withhold that information, even if it leads you to making a terrible decision that gets you murdered. So are you ready? Of course you're not. Too bad. We're on a schedule. You make your way over to the row of Hardys. Hotties? Claudette and Dwight standing off to the side, hands behind their back. Been quite the 48 hours. But there are clearly sparks in the air. I'm not talking about this rusty chainsaw. Though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for our newest newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll with this. No, you don't. But who cares? Shibata, who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Wait, I thought we agreed to keep that complete between us. No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right. I suppose. But no roses. They're such a cliche at this point. But, well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose and got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. Oh, Dwight, save some of those for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe, too. Just me. Sorry. You have other things to think about right now. Shibata, who do you choose to receive these flowers and spend the day with today? I mean, obviously, my boy. You tried to Wraith. Let out a sigh. Wow, are you becoming more like him? Wraith, since I got to this island, I've been drawn to your quiet manner, your unassuming good looks, the nervous energy bring into every situation, no matter how normal and mundane. I love the way your brain works. I love the way your body moves. I love how we are together. Wraith looks like he just watched the Earth explode from an orbiting space shuttle. His mouth hangs open a bit. His eyebrows twitch. No one can tell if he's too excited to process or partially dead. Got anything to say, Wraith? Sounds about right. As you board the yacht, Wraith is surprisingly quiet. The awkward vibes are down by about 60%. Good job, I guess. It was nice of Trapper to volunteer his yacht at the start of this day-long date, but a bit dismissive of him to say you two were so bored that the yacht itself wouldn't even notice you were here. What would he know about fun anyway? He wears one of those old-timey one-piece bathing suits, just like the strongman. Just by bygone carnival. Come to think of it, that actually is a little fun. Wraith just has a regular button-up shirt and shorts on. No, now's not the time to think about Trapper. The way his vintage singlet hugs his curves just right. That's what he wants. Classic Trapper trap. You're with Wraith, remember? Who you chose for some very good reasons you must have, I'm sure. You cast all the other thoughts out of your mind and stand at the edge of the deck, looking at the ocean, wondering what's out there, where you even are. The gentle rocking of the waves feels comforting as you turn to face your paramour. Wraith can barely even look at you. Is it nerves or something else? I can't believe after spending so much time with me, you still want to do it more. I'm only going to disappoint you. Can't stand. You could never disappoint me. You could never disappoint me. We'll see about that. We still have a full day ahead of us. What exactly do you have planned for us today? Before we get into that, I need to tell you something. It's about me, but ultimately more about you. You know me pretty well. You know how easily I get flustered, how introverted and in my head I am. You know, I'm awkward around other people, triggered by the sight and talk of money, weird about intimacy. You're incredibly active, and you're incredible and patient and kind. Put up with my quirks. After spending so much time with you, I feel like I've changed. Something about you puts me at ease. I feel different. Now that's good. Had to change in order to spend this day with you the way I want. Because I look almost there. He still can't say it. That's okay. You smile at him warmly. Dude, that's it. You always know how to comfort me. I haven't had this in a long time. Anyway, I've been this close to is abandon me, usually against their will, but it still hurts. Why bother trying to connect to anyone? They're just going to be brutally murdered while I watch or overhear or sleep through it. You put your hand on his shoulder. All I want is someone to love, a family to care for, not touched by evil or greed or power. Small house in the middle of nowhere, never bothered by anyone. You're the first person in forever I could see a future with. Wraith holds open Azeroth's skull. My story about the man who pulled out his boss's skull and spine, that was about me. You almost tell him you know. Everyone knows, but fight against it. Too long have I been attached to Azeroth's skull, and I can't let it define me. No more. He tosses the skull into the water. As he watches it sink, you notice a gold coin on the ground that is dislodged from it. You know how Wraith is from gold coins. What do you do? Wait, how is he with gold coins? You know how we've literally not talked about gold coins at all. You know how he is with gold coins. I mean, he's not even looking, but waste an opportunity to pick up a perfectly valuable object that might come in handy very soon. He turns to you smiling. He seems like a new man. Let's go back to the dump. What a romantic sentence to start this day with. As you walk into the cosmic dump, Wraith oozes with excitement. There was something incredible planned for tonight. The Ian tries to wink. It's kind of grotesque, but hey, the sad boy is finally opening up. He pulls out some lotions and oil. Sensual. You ready? He's got his skull back. That's odd. What's wrong? No, it's just you're holding the skull again. You made a whole big thing about how you feel telling me you're changed, you're not defined about it, and you threw it away. Yeah, I did. Azeroth was terrible, and I'm no longer using his skull as my security blanket. This is his brother Paul, also a really bad guy I took care of. I have like 20 of these things, all real bad guys. Well, I guess you really can't change some people. Anyway, back to our exciting night to end all nights. I'll stay here and prepare. You want to go find my bell. Takes a step closer and whispers. Then when you come back, we can ring it. Wow, what does that even mean? I don't know, but it seems very exciting. And look what you've done to this anxious shy boy. He's losing his inhibitions. And maybe soon, he'll be losing his clothes. To get there, though, you have to find the bell. It's gotta be somewhere on the island, right? Where do you start looking? I look right here. I think I found what I'm looking for right here. Sign. Oh, what? Really? This is where I had the bell. It should be around here is what I meant. Okay. I did not expect the game over there. I mean, I'm assuming somebody stole it. Also, I accidentally picked a choice there, I didn't. But it was the same choice I already had done, so. Oh, that's right. Huntress was the one we kicked out, so let's go check her cabin. You turn to leave and catch Ray winking at you as you exit. You know what? Maybe that wasn't a wink at all. Some of the mud he uses to cover his face is probably dripping while he sweats anxiously. Yeah, no, Huntress is probably the good bet. You enter Huntress's cabin and relax. It's disarmingly cozy with a warm, quirky vibe. You feel like you could have lived here if the kooky killer didn't already. Spot something shiny. Is that the bell? You reach out for it, but you're tackled from behind. It's the Huntress. He holds an axe to your throat. I found you. Now I get to kill you. I'm in a very complicated long cone unwrapped, trying to find his bell so he can do something. I don't know, but I'll probably use it to play a joke on him instead. Huntress's eyes sparkle. This sounds like a fun game. Want to play another one? Sure. Great, I've got the perfect game in mind. Hide and seek. Bet you can't find me. Ready or not, here I come. Oh god. Not bad. Oof. This is unfair. Red and green. You're messing with me, game. Oh no! It's the first time I've missed one. You're silly. If this was real hide and seek, you'd be dead by now. That doesn't change anything. What do you mean? I'm still mad you broke into my house. Just too bad, because maybe I do know something about the bell. Maybe I'll tell you later. We'll see. Huntress goes into another room. You realize you're not going to get anything else here, except possibly killed. Where to next? Lighthouse, I guess. Lighthouses usually only have one big room at the top. Should be easy enough to search. The Black Lighthouse. Not like Ray sent you on a wild goose chase that will ultimately end up pointless. You arrive at the Black Lighthouse, optimistic and full of purpose. You don't see a bell anywhere. Spirit? Hello? Nothing. She's nowhere to be found. Let's be honest, her heart was never really in this process, was it? Start poking around, wondering if Spirit took the bell and hid it somewhere around here. Oh, hey, hot stuff. You turn to see Trickster, casually posed, light reflecting off his perfect skin, all of his too many abs, glistening perfectly. Doing some snooping. Looking for Spirit. Me too, actually. We're going to do face masks, and I told her I'd show her around my stage over on IP Island. It's tight. All the killers we couldn't clear to be in this game are hanging out over there, just out of view of you and any interested party's lawyers. Having a blast, doing shots, making content. Oh my dude, you've got to be my good friend. Nope, stop it there. No getting sued over a dating sim. Feel that. Have you seen Wraith's bell anywhere? I'm not gonna lie to you, friend. I have no idea what you're talking about. But maybe want to hop over to the other island? Check out my stage? No, I'm good. Absolutely not. I'm on a mission. Trickster shrugs. Guess we're all on our own journey till we meet again. Trickster vanishes. You ponder your next move, and I'm left wondering, who'd just say no to checking out their sexy pop star special hideaway? Where to next? Maybe Trapper's Cave? At least I know what to look for. Traps. With that in mind, I'm sure I can get in and out safely. You enter Trapper's Cave tentatively. He's called Trapper. It stands to reason there may be some traps. Illuminated by deep blue, the cave is home to a pool of water. It shimmers and shines. You find yourself hoping Rath's bell isn't in there. You hear a voice from behind a pile of rocks, like a feeble old man calling for help. You step in front of a large pile of rocks, the mouth of the tunnel. Nothing you could ever hope to move, but someone much longer could probably toss these aside with ease. Frail voice calls out, "Hello? Who's there? Can you help me?" "Hold on, I'm coming." Desperate to help, you push against the rocks with all your might, dislodging one near the top. It rolls off and kills you. Probably should have seen this coming. Trapper's Cave isn't the sort set of your average team mystery. It's the lair of a secret traveling killer. Duh. Damn it. Ah. Let's pick up the coin this time. Good call. Never know when this might come in handy. Don't know what the coin is going to help us with, but... Trapper's Cave! Look around the cave. Ignore the voice and look around the cave. You have a job to do. Have me play this again to find out who the voice belongs to. So I'm guessing the voice is who you want me to see, kiddo. You found a gold coin. That seems like a trap, but okay. Seems like a good choice. There's something else shiny next to it. Is that the bell? Then again, this is the Trapper's Cave. You know him, the trap. The guy that loves to leave traps. You turn to see Trapper. Smart. That was a bear trap. He raises his cleaver. Give me one reason I shouldn't do this. I bribe him. I can pay you. We got ourselves a tycoon. Okay, Rockefeller, how many you got? I got 2. You don't happen to know where Raspel is, do you? He laughs. I think Huntress might know about it. Or maybe Spirit has some idea. I don't know. Outside, get out! Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay. Maybe I can do better this time. So far I'm doing better, but damn, this one's hard. I got not bads. You're silly. Nope. Still the same results. You even checked out Trickster Stage. Having your skin. Looks like you're going to have to defeat this one. Head back to Wraith empty-handed. You tried hard. You really did. This were a game I'd give you a good review. That being said, Wraith is, well, I don't want to say unkind. We've been really nice the whole time. There's the whole Spine Ripper thing. You know, the ruins of the cosmic dump. Prepared to deliver Wraith the bad news. I know he seems sweet and shy and he'd like not a killer. But he totally is. Is there a chance he could kill you? The place is empty. Whew. He must still be off somewhere. Still preparing. Ugh, what are you going to do? You still don't have the bell. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Who are you talking to? Why are you here? She popped up from behind one of the giant obelisks, smiling behind her mask. I followed you back here. It was fun, like a cat stalking prey. Yeah, that sounds fun. After you left, I was thinking, I want to tell you about the bell. Oh my gosh, Huntress, thank you. But it's going to cost you. Oh wait, I've already bribed her. I'm sorry, I don't have anything. There are other ways you can pay. Don't worry, silly. Nothing crazy. I never do anything crazy. All you have to do is sing me my favorite song. Oh no, is it in Russian? Nope, it's the ABCs. Oh, okay. Yeah. Damn, Huntress looks jagged as hell. She's totally unhinged. You clear your throat. Here goes. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S. Oh wow, this is annoying, huh? Should have managed your money better. It's never too late to get serious about it, you know? I have a cousin who's really good with stuff. I can put you in touch. Sorry, I know what you're thinking, and you're right. This isn't the time for this. STUVWXYNZ. I feel like I missed something. Huntress applauds like a lunatic. That was so good. Again. No. Fine. Okay, Rathspell. I saw Spirit with it yesterday. She was walking back from here and saying she was eavesdropping on your date. When you weren't looking, she stole it to sabotage your budding relationship with Wraith. I think she said something about a cringy truth or dare game. I think they had a fling or something and she's still mad about it. Or not, who knows. She's definitely mad about something. Even though it's rusty and old, it's still kind of shiny, so I offered to pay her for it. But she said she had the perfect spot for it at the top of her lighthouse. Oh great, I need to go back to the lighthouse and deal with Spirit. Tell her I'll still buy it from her. Oh great, I need to go back to the lighthouse and deal with Spirit. We returned to the lighthouse and headed right upstairs. No more messing around. This time Spirit is waiting for you. Like, word on the street is you're looking for me? Did you have Trickster distract me? Like you're just really piecing it together, huh, Sherlock? Alright, whatever. I messed with Wraith a little. I'm so sorry. It does not sound like she's actually sorry. So you want Wraith's bell. How about we play a little game? I call it, don't look into the light or die. You can only open your eyes when I'm blocking the light, or if you look directly at it. I'll die? Precisely. You're much smarter than you look. No offense. Stop on Spirit and don't look straight into it. Light. Look directly at it. Your brain will probably won't survive the stress. Ooh, perfect. Okay, guys, I messed that up already. Ooh. Okay, not bad at least. The light isn't completely fatal, I guess. Only half your brain and a portion of your soul was damaged. The rest of you seems to be mostly okay, as far as I can tell. Spirit hands over the bell. Now please, leave me alone. Gladly. With that, you march triumphantly back to Wraith. You excitedly walk in to see Wraith in his sexiest outfit yet. Your eyes do the cartoon thing where they bug out of your skull. Auga! In true Wraith fashion, his reaction is a little more subdued. He just looks at you and sort of smiles. Hope you have something for me that's going to make me just as happy as I made you. Look at this guy, so open and comfortable in his own skin, cloak, painted, burned flesh thing. You mean you hold up the bell? Took me all over the island, but I found it. Spirit stole it, because it's a long story. Now you want to tell me what we'll be doing with it? He holds the bear and tears up. He kisses it. Weird. Only one more thing until we can finish this. What are we finishing? Or should I say, who? You wink. Always a nice touch. You know I can't tell you that yet. But while we wait, he hands you a super sexy outfit. Outfit is maybe too strong of a word. This is barely more than a tiny bit of cloth collected by various thin elastic bits. You look at it and bite your lip. Should I change? You'd better. You duck behind one of the obelisks and take off your clothes, slipping into your new, sheer, barely there collection of straps. It's incredibly revealing. Somehow you look more naked with this on than you would if you were actually naked. It's really something. Eyes up here. Sorry. It's impressive. You turn to Wraith and remodel your new outfit. I'm wearing basically nothing. Oh, just you wait. The lights dim. Oh, dang. Is this what you've been waiting for, you little freak? Relaxed and confident, Wraith is a totally different person than the introverted loner you met when you arrived on the island. Are you ready? I want to give you my heart. I'm ready. The lights go out. It's so chilly. Don't worry, we'll warm up. He's not wrong. His naked skin feels like fire on yours, the fire he's been afraid of this whole time. You melt into his arms, your lips exploring. I should probably leave you two alone now. Feels weird to be documenting this. Before I give you my heart, I'm going to give you something else. There it is. Yeah, I'm going to head out. I'll see you in a... Hold up. Even in the dark, I know that smell. It's like salad dressing mixed with suntan lotion. Dwight, Claudette, guess they like to watch. Hold that thought, lovebirds. Wrath, your special guest is here a little early. Wow, I didn't know human bodies could fit that way together. Sure they can. I'll show you when we're done tonight. The lights pop back on. You and Wraith are still wearing virtually nothing. No time to get dressed. We've got to go immediately. That's right. It's a secret hatch reveal time. And no, that's not some double entendre. Follow us. Like Claudette disappear into the open hatch on the ground.
Wrath throws some clothes on. Throws on some clothes and you both follow. I don't get to throw on clothes though. It's even colder down here. Well, have fun. Our job pretty much stops at getting you here. Watch freedom you might have heard. We don't like to watch. Not this. See you later. They climb back up the ladder as you turn around. Across from you stands a very old Nigerian woman. Is this... Oh, no, it's his grandmother? Philip! Embraced, you're suddenly aware of how exposed your skin is and how chilly you are. Forgive me, Chibata. This is my grandmother. Abigail. Pleased to meet you, Chibata. So you're the one my little Philip has chosen. Interesting. Interesting? What does that mean? Do you need to earn the respect of Grandma Abby now? Why do I feel like Wrath is about to sacrifice me on this wall? I can't wait to get to know the person my Philip has decided to give his heart to. Come, help me make drinks. You go with Grandma Abby. I have to prepare the bell. Happy to, Philip. Wraith looks sheepish, like he's reverted a little bit back to his old self. I guess I never told you my real name. Philip Ojamo. Ojamo? You bow deeply. Nice to meet you. Laughs, grabs the bell and leaves. Grandma Abby takes your hand and guides you to the table with potions. Come, let's get some refreshments. I'm an old lady. It's not so easy for me to mix these exactly. My hands aren't as steady as they once were. You need to help me pour. Now that doesn't seem... Now doesn't seem like the comes to question is, what is this? Are we only supposed to drink these possibly poison liquid? Just get to it. Fill that cup up. Perfect. 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 Not bad. Perfect. That could have been better. But I certainly wouldn't be able to manage that. So it'll have to do. I got 4 out of 5 perfects, woman. Come, while we wait, I'll make sure you're the one. You sit across from her and she smiles brightly at you. Philip has been through so much. He saw things as a child no child should ever have to see. I fear what that could do to a person, but not Philip. He is thoughtful and strong-willed. He is a good boy. I agree. Thinking back what you two were getting up to right before this, maybe you don't agree. Tell me, Chibata. Philip's birthday is coming up. What would you get him as a gift? Not a. I'm gonna go with statue of a horse. Wonderful. That reminded him of the knights, his favorite chess piece. Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah. I know. You liar. Tell me this. If he could be a tree, what kind of tree would he be? I'm gonna. This is a. I don't think a cactus is a tree. He might make you feel that way. That's not who Philip is. I mean, a cactus does make more sense. It's just, I wouldn't call it a tree. How about a game to lighten the mood? We can do some constellation trivia or play cornhole. How convenient. You may have played one of those before. Never mind the fact they were in a different location. It makes no sense you could do them here, underground in a completely different area. We had plenty of money to make some other minigames. This is Dead by Daylight. Just have some goddamn fun for once in your life. One of the games seems familiar to you. Maybe you get an extra relationship status boost if you've tried the one you haven't before. Well, okay. I know a thing or two about constellations. You're on. Who doesn't like answering random questions about constellations in a bizarre, high-stakes situation? Look at us. We're in an educational game, too. Alright, which is the answers? This concept roughly translated to sea whale and was and it's located in the region of the sky across other water-related constellations. Aquarius is the water bearer. It's got to be Cetus. You're right. Maybe that was just a lucky guess. What do we call the constellation located in the ellipses or path of the sun? Those are the zodiac. Right? That's right. It was described by Nicholas Louis Lart and roughly translate to pendulum clock. Oh, that I don't know. What translates to pendulum clock? I mean, this is not translating.
I'll go with this one. Apparently that was right. Although it was tough, but you got it. Good luck. You got all three right. Looks like Abby is pretty impressed with you. Glad you got a moment to relax. Sharia yelled at you early. It's been a long game. Wrath enters, holding the bell. It looks brand new. Think we're ready. Time to drink up. Abby hands out the potions. Drinks you made. First to Wraith, then herself, then you. She stops and looks at you. She stares you down intensely with a sweet smile on her face. No matter what you do, you cannot abandon my Philip. You understand? He has been abandoned his whole life. We regret leaving that bunker. His parents regret leaving our village. He is here now and he's opened up to you of all people. You cannot betray him. Or I will hunt you from the grave! My spectral form is not always as nice as the one before you now. New killer, confirmed, Grandma Audie. Thank you for that advice. Of course, dear. Now, where were you two before I arrived? We were about to play a board game. Fully clothed, of course. It's okay, she knows. She does? Of course I do. It's a requirement of the ritual. The what? Grandma Abby and Red, standing next to each other and walk to the wall with hanging chains and locks. Are you ready? Yes, I'm finally ready to leave this place. As she places Wraith in chains, your jaw drops. What is happening? This is what we've been working towards. This is how we consummate our relationship. The cult of the Black Veil would do this ritual to leave and return from the island. One lover would be sacrificed, and the other would do the sacrificing. So here I am, ready to move on, to be sacrificed. No. This is crazy. I don't even know what to do. This is why Grandma Abby's ghost was summoned, to help. Philip's heart must be removed, lit on fire, and the bell rung. Everything you've done has been building to this. Wow. Wow. Do the other Indians like this? Do you have to kill any of the other people? In shock, you look up at Wraith, arms and legs sprayed against the cold, mossy stone. You have to do the ritual. You have to carve out my heart. You don't get an invitation like that every day. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? You've done so well. You've earned it. I mean, today's the day we're supposed to sacrifice a goat, not the other way around. We're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought you all this way without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister body of salt water do you think I am? I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. I couldn't. You never would have come with me on this journey. As servantly calm, Grandma hands you a jagged dagger. It seems far too dull for this job. All he wants to do this place with you. You can make that happen. Those who slay together stay together. Grandma still witty under the very intense and very disturbing circumstances. The ritual requires sacrifice on both ends. We both need to be in love with each other. I love you and I've been wanting to give you my heart. Please, take it. We can't reject him is the thing. Everything has been saying don't reject him. I love you too. You accept the dagger from Grandma and after taking a moment to compose yourself, plunge it into Wraith's chest. He winces and groans as you slice him apart. I'm sorry. As you dig the knife in, he reaches out and brushes his thumb across your cheek. Even in this nightmarish situation, your heart races and your cheeks flush red. He smiles through the pain. Your hair was covering your face. I wanted a better look at you. His name changed to Philip. Awkward. Not as awkward as what you're actually doing, though, which just reminds you is plunging a dagger into the chest of your beloved, right after declaring your love for each other in order to remove his heart for a strange ritual that might be complete bullshit. Real Romeo and Juliet vibes. It goes limp as you insert your hand at the gaping hole you made. It's slippery and warm. You're not a doctor. How are you supposed to... Oh no, there it is. You slipped your hand under his ribcage, and it's definitely a heart. Try not to vomit as you wrap your fingers around it, take a breath, and pull. It slides out surprisingly easy. Abby snips some arteries and veins and takes his heart from you. Covered in blood and tears, you watch her put your beloved's heart in a stone dish and light it on fire. She takes the bell, looking fresh and shiny and new, and rings it. With a blinding flash of light, in that instant, you worried you've killed Wraith for nothing. And then blackness. With the darkness, you hear the sounds of the waves lapping. It's calm and stiff, just like when the journey began. Remember that? Feels like it was just 02:51 ago. Oh, that's how long I've been playing. You realize that everything is dark because your eyes are closed. You decide to keep them that way for just one more moment. You did it. You fell in love with the killer. You made him fall in love with you, and you've consummated your relationship by agreeing to sacrifice him in a questionable ritual in order to get off the island. Did you do the right thing? Did you play the game correctly? You open your eyes. You're still here, but you feel a weight has been lifted. You look to your right. Wraith is still here, alive. He has stitches on his chest. Your love is alive, but the ritual didn't work. What is going on in this place? Outside, Claudette and Grandma buried Dwight in a hole, sculpting him into a sandcastle in the shape of a T-Rex. You could join them and play in the sand, or you could get down and dirty right here in my cabana. Let's leave them out there until high tide, maybe longer. He smiles. Rawr, that's Dino for I love you. That was an odd ending. Huh. I don't know. I really, really don't know. It was a little, like, unsatisfying, really. The ritual didn't work. He didn't die. Like, nothing substantial really happened there. It was just odd. I'm never to consummate. Oh, no, I'm sure a ciabatta consummation would involve a lot more flour. Oh, that was odd. That was definitely not how I expected that ending. I don't know what I was expecting, but that was not it. Huh. Quite bizarre. Okay. I did get Bing Bong Bro. Hashtag Bing Bong. I sent you. Okay, I'll check that out. I just don't understand. I don't know what happened. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today. We're gonna go raid, actually we're gonna go raid Sipsco, who is playing the same thing, but it's like, I don't know who Tweaks, I think Tweaks romancing Huntress though. So Geronimo, you can go fight him for Huntress. Oh, and then we'll be back on Thursday. What are we doing Thursday? More DBD. We'll actually be playing actual D&D on Thursday. 5 p.m. Eastern. And then this weekend, we're going to start up Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. See you guys around. Bye now.